What's up, everyone? Andrew Kalista from Fox43. It's a little late. Got some paint samples on my wall. Let me know if you like the shades of grayish that my wife and I have picked out. But the NCAA tournament tips off with the first round, the official first round, not to play in games, in just a couple hours at noon on Friday. I'm going to tell you how I picked my bracket. I don't use anything scientific. I just pick kind of what I like about a team. Maybe I have a connection to that team, and that's pretty much how I go through. And hey, if it's a year it's going to work out, it's got to be this year with everything going on. We want you to send in your picks. We'll put them up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, maybe even fox43.com. We got some great social media gurus. So send in, take a picture of your bracket and send it in to Fox43. I'm going to go through my bracket, and I'm going to start right at the top. I got Gonzaga. Of course, they're going to go on. I've always called them Gonzaga. It's just the way I say it. Oklahoma, Braden Long. Of course, Oklahoma was going to get picked with that connection. UC Santa Barbara, UCSB. Of course, anything with four letters. I'm pretty much going to pick. University of Virginia. I used to work in Charlottesville. Tony Bennett. Yeah, we're going with UVA. Drake. You always got to pick a play-in team. So I'm picking them over USC, in the Anfield. Kansas, I got them over Eastern Washington, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. VCU, Mike Rhodes, their head coach. Him and I went to the same high school. We had the same basketball coach. It was his Uncle Mick. So definitely going to pick that. His mom was my freshman English teacher. And also, by the way, Lebanon Valley College, that connection, 1994 national champs. Great shooting guard on that team, by the way. His jersey's retired. Iowa, we'll go with the Big Ten connection there. Then I got Gonzaga over Oklahoma. Sorry, Braden. UVA over UC Santa Barbara. Kansas over Drake. And then I'm going to go with Iowa because I just think there's something special about that Iowa team. So I think they are going to advance to the Sweet 16 over VCU. Kansas and Iowa, battle of those two states. Sounds like a rivalry game in football, actually. I was going to take that one and then I got Gonzaga over Iowa to the Final Four. The Michigan bracket in the East, Spring Grove's Eli Brooks. Yeah, he's a warrior. We're going to pick Michigan to advance. St. Bonaventure, great name. Got to pick a 9 over an 8. Definitely going with St. Bonaventure over LSU. Georgetown, Patrick Ewing. I've always liked Georgetown. Even though I'm a Syracuse alum, I've always liked the Evil Empire. They're going to get it done. Florida State over UNC Greensboro. We'll go with the Seminoles in that one. BYU over Michigan. Go on BYU. If the NCAA is going to try to change a game for you, you're definitely going to go and win. You got some things on your side, higher power maybe. Texas over Abilene Christian. We're going to pick Texas because of Shaka Smart. Maryland, we're going to go with the team close to home over UConn. Plus, I don't like UConn being a Syracuse alum. Bama over Iona. We're going to go with Roll Tide. Bama over Maryland then. Texas over BYU. Florida State over Georgetown. Michigan over St. Bonaventure. I'm not making this up. This is actually what I got, if you see that. Michigan then over the Seminoles. That's a trendy pick, by the way. Florida State over Michigan. I'm going the other way. So, and then Bama over Texas. Michigan versus Alabama. Let's hope it goes better for the Wolverines than it does on the football field recently. It's because I got Michigan moving on to the Final Four. Spring Grove's Eli Brooks in the Final Four. You love to see it. On the other side, in the South, I have Baylor over Hartford. Hartford's great year comes to an end. Wisconsin over North Carolina. They get payback from the Sweet 16 game that I watched in 2005 at the Carrier Dome. Villanova over Winthrop. Winthrop, that very good team. I just think Nova, even with their injuries, I think has enough, and I'm a big Jay Wright fan. Purdue, we're going to go with Purdue because of the Big Ten over North Texas. And then Texas Tech. Their coach got teed up and had an epic meltdown. I will pick Texas Tech in the first round from here on out. Arkansas over Colgate. Florida over Virginia Tech, and Ohio State. Their athletic department does everything right. Their basketball team is good. Ohio State over Oral Roberts. And then Ohio State over Florida, get some payback from a couple of national championship games ago when I was in college. Arkansas over Texas Tech and a little Southwest rivalry right there. And then Purdue over Nova. Matt Painter and Purdue, very deep team. I think they advance to the Sweet 16 out of the 4 seed. That's going to be, I think, a really good game if Nova actually gets out of the first round. Baylor over Wisconsin then. And then I have Purdue. The strength of the Big Ten comes through. Purdue over Baylor. I really like Purdue. Really like everything about that campus. I just like it. Neil Armstrong went there. I'm a big NASA guy. So, yeah, let's go with Purdue. You can see my reasons on these picks, by the way. So have some fun with it. I got OSU over Arkansas. And then it's an all Big Ten matchup. Buckeyes versus the Boilermakers. I didn't know which B to pick. I really didn't. So I flipped a coin. And I picked Ohio State to go to the Final Four. Illinois over Drexel. Almost wanted the PA connection there, but I went with Illinois. Loyola over Chicago. Sister Jean, enough said. Moving on, again, higher power. Oregon State going with the Beavers over the Volunteers, even though I do love Smokey. It's a good dog. I once petted him outside of football stadium. Really good dog. And then Oklahoma State and Liberty. I'm going with Liberty. What a year for their athletic department. From the football team, just a great year for Liberty down there. All right. Also, not far from Charlottesville, so another connection right there. Tennessee and Oregon State. I already picked over Tennessee. San Diego State over the. I'm gonna say it is Syracuse, but I have it crossed out. You can see it says like bad university. Yeah, my alma mater. I'm not picking Syracuse. Yeah, San Diego State. Moving on again. 4 letters. Moving on. West Virginia over Morehead State. WVU. Go with the Mountaineers, baby. Rutgers over Clemson. I got Big Ten again, and then Houston. I'll always pick Houston. Houston out of the first round over Cleveland State, even though Cleveland State pulled off the upset over Indiana at the Carrier Dome back, season on the brink stuff. Yeah, let's go with Houston. Okay, so Houston and West Virginia, it was a tough one. I went with Bob Huggins in West Virginia. Liberty over Oregon State. I picked, yes, Liberty, moving on. That is a 13 seed that I have in the Sweet 16. Loyola, their run as an 8 seed comes to an end against Illinois. That's a great matchup, by the way. Illinois and Loyola, great matchup for the state right there. Land of Lincoln battle, you could call it. Illinois then over Liberty, and then it's West Virginia and Illinois in that Elite 8. What do you got? I'm going with West Virginia. I just think they're going to do it. So Bob Huggins is a great coach, tournament coach. I think he gets to a Final Four. So then my Final Four is Gonzaga, Michigan, the Buckeyes, and the Mountaineers, West Virginia. By the way, couches are probably going to be burned in Morgantown if this happens, and that would be awesome. So it's another sign of normalcy, by the way. So yes. So Ohio State and West Virginia, I was torn. I went with Ohio State, and then Gonzaga and Michigan. Again, I was torn. I went with Gonzaga. So the Big Ten team gets 2 in. They don't get any to the national championship game, and I picked Gonzaga to knock down OSU and claim their first national championship and truly, truly become the team that has finally broken through. I had a chance to go to the Final Four, Butler versus Duke against one of the powers, and Butler was a true mid-major. Gonzaga is not one of those true mid-majors anymore. They are an elite program, but I think you really got to claim the national championship, and I think Gonzaga is going to do it. And I'll be pulling for them in the Final Four. So we're not supposed to have rooting interest, but if it's Gonzaga in the finals, I'm definitely going to be pulling for them. If it's against one of my teams like OSU, WVU, or another Cinderella that makes a run, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to change that. But that's my bracket. I'm going to put it up on social media. Send in all pictures of your brackets, whether it's 1, whether it's 10. I'm a 1 bracket guy. Send them in, compare them. We'll bust each other and things. We'll have a good social media conversation. So have fun. Good luck. Hopefully you win your office poll.